I have finished another 100 runs of a TBC dungeon. This time is the Mechanar, and I'm going to show you where, how, and what about this dungeon. So let's go. Yo, what's up everyone, and welcome back for another video. As you heard, today we have TBC Dungeon, the Mechanar. I've already done 100 runs, and I'm obviously going to do it one more time where I'm showing you guys the route or how I run it, and I'll talk a little bit about it, of course. And then in the end, I'm going to show you the loot that I've received from this place. But before we actually go into all of that, let me just show you where this is located, because you are heading to Outland. Most of the TBC dungeon is in Outland. I think there's only one or two that is not in Outland, but is in Outland, in Netherstorm, and then it's this one right here. You can see there's a few more dungeons and a raid here, but it's this one down here, the Mechanar. It's the purple crystal. There's red and a blue, but it's the purple crystal or the purple ship. I don't know what you call this. And the entrance is right here. So let's jump into it and let's run it, and obviously show you the loot at the very end. This dungeon here is really quick. I think I'll run it in about 2.5 minutes. I do have a speed set, and I'm running pretty fast due to having a speed set and speeds and all kinds of stuff because I'm a druid. So if you do not have that, you will be looking at a little bit more, but you still be able to do it within the 6 minutes, which is the ideal time. So don't worry if you don't have a speed set or anything like that. You can still run this place. But in the end, it's better to have a speed set because you'll do it all more efficiently. And if you want to do similar farms to what I do, or try and do the dungeons as well as I do, then you will run into dungeons where you can't do it in 6 minutes. So getting a speed set is ideal. And also doing it on a druid is even more ideal because of the amazing ability we have called Dreamwalk. If you've watched any of my other videos, you probably know about this. But it allows you to teleport out of a dungeon and then use it once again when you are in the Dreamwalk and get back into the dungeon or back into the entrance of the dungeon. It saves you a lot of time. You don't need it for this dungeon, this particular place, because you can just run straight out after you finish the last boss. There is a exit right next to it, so you don't really need it for this particular dungeon, but in other dungeons you will need it. But this dungeon is not really one of the best TBC dungeon out there because there is no materials in here. Some of the other dungeons that have been covered already, there are minings and you can get primals from the mobs and stuff like that. You cannot get any of that in here. There is no primals, there's no minings. The only thing that is in this dungeon that is not in some of the other ones are some smaller value, well, less valued quest item for reputation gaining. Well, you buy these items and you turn them in as a quest for reputation in some of the TBC factions in here, well, in Outland. They are not that expensive. One of them is alright, but I don't know how much they actually sell. But those are the only things that you can get in here besides the transmog that you're going for, or the recipes. So which is obviously what I'm going for in all of my TBC dungeon, is the epic BOEs and plans and patterns. But this is the last boss. You're just running to the left after the last boss and you run out, and you can see 2.5 minutes, pretty fast, pretty easy, not that hard to do. But as I said, I'm going after the TBC, well, world drop BOEs, plans and patterns, which, because those are the most expensive and the most, well, sought after items, or the hardest items to get. So obviously those are going to be the most expensive. And this dungeon, if not for one of those items, would have been really bad. But I did end up being quite lucky and actually getting a BOE drop. But we'll get to that. Okay, here it is, all my loot, all that I've decided to keep from these 100 runs, 101 now. And let's just start with these down here. These are the reputation items that I've told you about. You can get them in multiple dungeons. These have dropped in a bit in value, but if they were just 1 gold each, that would be 3k. I've sold almost 2,000, but they're for only 300 gold, not even 300 gold. So these are not the best. They might be better on your server, who knows. But then there's these are a little bit better. A stack here on 150 is 2k, so I have like 1 2 3 4 5, that's at least 10k, and then a little bit more on the side here. So about 10k in these. fairly decent. Like, you get a bunch of them when you're running and they have a decent sell rate, so might as well try and sell them off. Then there's also the Arcane Tomb, which is not the best either, but it's again, yeah, 1.4, 1 point something if the price is a bit better on your server. There's these as well, which is about 5k, fairly decent as well. And then there's these. I use these for a lot of my crafting, so I'm usually keeping these just for crafting material, for crafting transmog, sorry. But you get a few of these as well. But those are the materials, those are the ones you are guaranteed to get. And then the rest of it is obviously transmog that I've deemed decent enough to keep and sell on the auction house. But let's go through them anyways. Some of these items are not that great, but some of them I know for a fact sell because I've sold them in the past, and some of them just have good sell rates. So let's go through them one by one. We got a few pieces from the Blood Knight set. I have sold these pretty recently actually, so I know these will sell, and that's why I'm deciding to keep them. 0.02 sell rate is decent as well. 0.01, pretty bad. Well, that's the lowest you can get, so you don't know if it's good or bad, but it's pretty bad. Usually it's pretty bad. But it's again Blood Knight, and then there's Blood Knight here as well. So two pairs of leggings, and then 2 other pieces of the Blood Knight set. So that's a set that I sold recently that I know they will sell. So that's why I'm keeping them, even though the price is not like really good. It's pretty bad actually, but they will sell. So it's gold. Then we got these leggings here, which is 1.1. I got 3 of them, and they have a decent sell rate, 0.03, really good. We got this rope right here. Horrible price is 111 gold, but the decent sell rate 0.03 again, so these will sell off eventually, and it's anything that sells for more than vendor price is profit for me. Obviously I haven't paid anything, so it's better if they sell for 100 gold than I'm vending them for 1 gold, right? Oops. Yeah, then I have a few recipes here. Some of these, like these 2 are gel crafting, usually not the best. Like, gel crafting is usually suck, to say the least, because people are not really playing in this expansion, and I believe there's even better gems that you can buy from later expansion that you can even equip in your old gear, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm trying to keep them anyways. Maybe someone wants them to collect all recipes, even though it's useless for, yeah, gel crafting in TBC, but you never know. Then we got a enchanting recipe as well, which is 2k. It's not the best either. We have a gun, which is 10k. No sell rate on it, but 10k transmog piece for a gun. I'll take that. We got a crossbow here, which is 1.1, 1.2 almost. No sell rate either, but we'll try and sell it off. We got another crossbow here. I got a few of these now. I got 3 in total, which is 4.3. We'll try. This one here is a pretty cool looking axe, 2-handed axe. I know this sell. I've sold it in the past, so that's decent. 2.4k almost now, which is a good price for it. 0.02 sell rate. Decent. I got this stuff here, which is 800 gold at the moment. I've sold them 29 days ago. I've sold it for 600 gold. So I guess I have a proof that this sells. So surely it does it again. We got this stuff right here, which is apparently 14k right now, and I got 5 of them. So that is, if they sell for 14k and I got 5, that's pretty decent. That is a majority of my goal in this run here, or these runs. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they will sell. If they don't, then we'll vendor them. We got this axe here as well, which is 3.8. Probably gonna go down in value. You never know, but we're gonna try and sell them off regardless. Then we got some blues, and of course the big item in the end, which is the epic, as you can see on my screen. I don't want to hover it now, but we got some shoulders here. Pretty much the shaman shoulders. I think that's a set that has similar shoulders as well, at least. So shaman shoulders can be used for hunters as well, of course. Decent sell rate, 0.03, only 300 gold. Market value is 1.3 almost though, so they might go up in value, you never know, but 0.03 sell rate is good. We got a pair of leather boots here, which is 1.1, decent. A pair of plate boots here, which is 1.5. Again, not amazing blues, but they're blues. They're not as easy to get as the greens, so someone might want to buy them for their collection. And then we have a pair of leather pants here, which is 7.5, which is a bit more, well, it's a bit more decent than these two at least. So no sell rate on this one, but I mean, same principle. Someone might want to buy them for their collection. And then to the BOE that I've received, which is, I'm happy with this, because if I didn't get this, I would not have made that much gold. Well, we got this dagger right here, the Nightblade, which is 156,000 gold, 57 almost, which is decent. Good sell rate as well for such an expensive piece, 0.02. However, when I actually received this one, I think it was posted for 300,000, so it's already dropped in like value in half since I received it, which is about a few weeks ago. But yeah, this is the biggest piece that I've received from this place, and as you can see, it's gonna cover a lot of my value probably. If we're gonna look at my total, of course, in a little bit. So a decent piece. It's not a recipe, but is an epic BOE. I haven't received this before ever, and yeah, it's pretty decent. It's a good sell rate for such a high, expensive piece, so hopefully it will sell off pretty quickly. Yeah, there's not much to say about it. It's a good looking dagger. It's quite unique. It's, if you have a rogue and you have two of them transmart, it could be looking quite sick. So I guess that's why people want to get this or buy this. So I'm glad I got this one. A little bit annoyed that it's gone down in value that quickly, but it is what it is. But yeah, as I said, we're gonna look at how much gold in total I have. It's not gonna be amazing. I've already checked, of course, but we're gonna do it anyways. And bam, yeah, 328,000 gold. Not the best. Oops, not the best. But what am I doing? It is what it is. It could have been better. It could have been worse. So I'm happy with the epic, and yeah, we'll just see if the next one can do any better. We still need this one up here. I can't remember what it's called now, but we still need one dungeon here in this area. So hopefully that one will reward us with a little bit more. I did actually get a BOE recipe in the Botanica over here. So these dungeons have actually been really kind to me with the BOEs, or epic BOEs. But yeah, that was it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave it a like. I don't know. If you have anything to ask me, any questions about what I do, then leave it in the comment and I'll do my best to answer them. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the remaining dungeons that I have left to do. And go over to twitch.tv and follow me over there. It's of course LittleFix with double X as it is on here. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you over there. And then till next time, goodbye.